My 27th husband, 27M, said that I don't look cute in any outfit he has seen on me. Background. Before we dated, I often wore feminine, but very conservative, outfits and dresses just to go out to the park or run errands. While we dated and early in our marriage, I was finishing school and mostly just wore casual shirts and pants. I was overall too busy and stressed to worry about dressing up at all. We suffered a traumatic late miscarriage about a year ago. He was incredibly supportive and loving throughout the whole experience, even throughout his own grief. For a long time, we both lived in a depression pit, gained weight, and barely changed out of pajamas. Since then, my husband and I have started to get better and lose weight. For a while I just wore jeans and t-shirts as my weight changed. Then he suggested, compassionately I thought, that maybe I should focus more on prettier clothes and makeup to help my self-esteem. I thought, great, I haven't really felt pretty and feminine in a long time. Quote. So we were both excited to buy some new clothes, makeup, and I unpacked some of my old outfits that I could fit in again. I asked him a couple times about what sort of aesthetic he likes, and a few times he pointed out, not obnoxiously, an outfit style that he liked on a TV character or whatever. So for some time, I bought some pieces I thought we both would like, and I broke out some dresses that I had always felt cute in. After I felt that I had enough for a few full outfits, I started wearing them around the house and the few times I have gone out by myself. The first time he saw me in one of my new outfits that I thought was cute and fit well, he just looked uncomfortable and definitely not impressed. He said, I guess I'm just not used to the new look. But I'm really glad that you like it. It hurt me a bit, but I brushed it off, thinking that it really has been a very long while since he has seen me in a dress or heavier makeup. A week or so later, we planned a fancy date night at home and I dressed up modestly, no cleavage and opaque tights, before picking him up from work. As soon as he saw me, he just seemed incredibly embarrassed and sort of looked like he hoped his coworkers didn't see me. We stopped to get some wine, and he dissuaded me from going in with him because I just looked overdressed compared to him. I figured I could see where he was coming from, and tried to let that go too. Then the next outfits just didn't look right. Anyway, he has now seen every new outfit over many weeks, and has only expressed a range of indifference to actively looking a little disgusted. By now my self-esteem is shot and I keep trying new combinations of clothes to try to find something that he actually likes. This all came to a head one day when I was in a particularly bad place and I just asked him if there was any combination of clothes I could wear to look pretty that day. He said that he realized that he would rather me just wear jeans and t-shirts. I asked him if he really thought I actually looked cute in those worn-out clothes, and he said no. He saw the sadness on my face and he just starts weeping. I ask him why he is crying and he just goes off bawling and apologizing and confessing that I just don't look good in anything. He said I don't actually look good in t-shirts, but that it doesn't look like you're trying to look cute. So it's better than when it looks like you're trying harder. By now I'm crying, but he keeps going and says that he is so sorry and that I deserve someone that thinks I'm attractive all the time. He said that he wishes that he had the money to afford the most expensive clothes, makeup, and surgeries, WTF, so that I could be as beautiful as possible and wear whatever I wanted. I just stood there dumbfounded and just asked if he really doesn't think I'm beautiful. He then enthusiastically said that looks aren't important, that I am beautiful in my own way to him, and that he loves me for my brain. Now I really have no idea how to even process this. I have no idea how I can ever feel attractive again. Can I really expect my husband not to stray if he has this opinion of me? He is supportive of me in every other way, but just the thought of being in public with him makes me want to die now. The worst part is that after a few days passed, He continues to point out outfits he likes on other women. Would it be wrong of me to ask him to stop making any small comment on any other women just to baby my broken self-esteem? TLDR. My husband suggests that I start dressing better, then says that none of my clothes look good enough. Otherwise, he is supportive, loving, and says he wants to continue to be with me. My main question is, how do you feel about your look? Wait, did you guys get therapy after your miscarriage? 'Cause yes, he sounds like in a hole for what he's saying. But I'm wondering if he's not too far gone in the trauma that he doesn't realize he's being a dick. Especially since he's also crying when you cry. I think you both need to go into marriage and family therapy. I think couples counseling is absolutely needed here. He needs to get to the root of this problem. I wonder if, because you both gained weight and let yourselves go, which is totally understandable, by the way, he now sees your attraction level as unit. I mostly only wear dresses and sometimes my husband feels inadequate going out with me. But he doesn't project that on me. He just dresses up when he'd be happier in a t-shirt and basketball shorts. Maybe your husband thought that by making you into a hot wife he could feel better about himself. But he feels even worse and he's tearing you down rather than face his own true inadequacies. Regardless, that's something he's going to have to hash out in therapy or couples counseling. Surgeries. What the actual fuck? Your husband should find you attractive as you are, in your base state, so to speak. If he doesn't, that's something that the two of you need to work through in a way that doesn't involve you changing what you look like. On top of that, you should wear what you like and what you feel comfortable in and what you think looks good on you. Once you have assurance that your husband thinks you're attractive as you are, then he can suggest a few outfits for you to wear as a treat for him. But if you don't believe he's attracted to you as you are, any suggestion from him is going to land badly. You mentioned conservative dress a few times. Like, you dressed really nice but conservative. Does he have issues about women being too sexual or looking too sexy? For some reason I'm wondering if this isn't so much about you but some kind of hang-up he has. Maybe you were looking too IDK, sexy in a floozy way to him? Obviously I would hate if he felt that way, but it's something he could work out in therapy. Other than that, couples counseling, it's going to be hard to move forward until he can articulate the problem. And surgery isn't the answer, and it's upsetting he said that. Yeah, surgeries kind of suggest that this is not something that's about you. Him wishing you were someone else is his issue. You could look into couples counseling to figure out what exactly is going on. Some dudes get that you're a mom and now you can't be hot idea going. So maybe there's still something of your miscarriage in the way. All those women he's pointing out, if you wear the outfit, he'll probably have that same complaint again. It might be that this is not something you can recover in this marriage. Don't be afraid to walk away when you find that point. Life is short. You deserve better treatment. Surgeries? Seriously? I can see not really caring for your style, but to outright say nothing that you do will make you the least bit attractive is mean and cruel. Even if I thought something like that about a person, let alone my spouse, I would never say it. Your husband just outright called you ugly and said he isn't attracted to you in anything you own. This is beyond Reddit. Personally, I think you should go find someone that does find you attractive, and who isn't a total asshole. So, in all your years together, he never once called you pretty, cute, sexy, never ever once expressed attraction to your body? Why did you marry him? This isn't about clothes. Did you by any chance have more success in your weight loss than he did? I only ask because his behavior here is pretty shady, and seems like it might correlate Maybe he is possibly depressed and jealous, and this is a way to bring you back down to his level. Maybe his attraction is dulled with depression, but it's iffy if he's pointing out other women. Some possibilities. Maybe the fact that he brought up changing you with clothes, makeup, surgery if you had the funds is what turns this for me into something more concerning. I had an ex who was very subtly abusive and very manipulative. He would tell me that we could fix my small boobs or my skin issues, and super casually, if I confronted him about how this hurt me, he'd always cry and make it so I comforted him. It made it a lot harder to see that this was really not okay. I understand this may not be your experience, but it's not dissimilar. Rarely does someone saying, "Your looks don't matter," is a result of them genuinely having no investment in physical attraction. It reads more like, "I think you're unattractive, but I am willing to put up with it to be with you because of X, Y, Z. I could be reading him poorly or being too harsh because of my own past. I realize. But there are definitely big red flags here. Definitely seek couples and maybe individual therapy, counseling if you aren't already. Especially considering your relationship history. If you want to try and salvage this, I have to say, though, finding someone who finds you attractive completely, inside and out, is pretty awesome. I'm not saying leave your husband, but keep your mind open with your options. You need to see a therapist together. To me, it sounds like he's had a lot of pent-up trauma and frustration surrounding the miscarriage and years of being overweight, and now perhaps that you're trying to look prettier, it's calling his own self-esteem into question. Perhaps he's afraid to find you attractive in a way he's not used to for fear of others doing so, and him losing you. Trust me, see a therapist and try not to take it personally. This sounds far more complex than just, he doesn't find you attractive. I could, of course, be wrong. Either way, he's your husband and therapy is a most first-order solution. It's not okay for him to make you feel horrible, and it's not okay for him to constantly jab at you by pointing out what he finds attractive in other women, especially if it makes you uncomfortable. There are two options here. One, he is a self-aware asshole who secretly wants you to feel bad about yourself. For whatever reason, maybe he's afraid of you being better looking than he is or fitter than he is. Maybe it's some passive-aggressive attempt to make you leave him. Or maybe it's negging to the extreme. 2, he is absolutely fucking clueless but honestly does love you. In this case, I will say that attraction waxes and wanes in long-term relationships all the time. Be it a change in physicality, illness, a difficult phase of the relationship, or too much familiarity, it can happen. That said, I've known long-term couples to recapture the attraction successfully. What you and he have to understand is that you're likely never going to get 100% back the initial thrill, the attraction phase of a relationship. But the attachment part is where your relationship can thrive. I sound like a broken record here. My go-to advice for stuff like this is therapy for both you and perhaps individually. If you only take away one thing here, it's this: you are not unattractive, even if your partner doesn't find you attractive now for the reasons stated above. It doesn't mean he never will again, and it damn sure doesn't mean that there aren't hundreds or thousands of men out there that would find you attractive. Know what I mean? This is a blow to your ego and to your relationship, but it doesn't have to be a death blow. Last week I broke up with my ex because he admitted he didn't like my body he met me, and that he grew into it. Just writing this out hurts. Dump him. Forget about him. I'm surprised you haven't strayed from this marriage. Instead of asking him how you look, wear something you like and just leave the house. Don't ask his opinion. Don't let him comment. Just go out in the outfit. You may start to notice that other people think you look good. Just continue to get dressed. Look pretty. and don't give him a chance to comment until you've already completed your daily tasks. Then just say, "So-and-so complimented me today and told me I look beautiful. I really like this outfit," and then go to another room. If this doesn't start a change in behavior, do you really want to feel this way the rest of your life? Like really? This is a very weird way to treat someone. It sounds like he may have his own issues that he needs to work through with a therapist. I would have turned around and told him that he needs surgery because his looks went down too. I would honestly just give it back to him and then walk out. He most definitely interested in other women, obviously, if he is pointing them out. I wouldn't bother with a relationship. Yes, physical attraction isn't that important, but it damn near helps, and it is the reason you guys got drawn towards each other in the first place. You can't help that your body changed with a baby, and it is technically due to him putting the damn sperm in you. Darling, I wouldn't bother with it. It sounds like you're just going to be led into a deep depression of some sort because you hate yourself. Find peace. Talk to someone. And find someone that loves you in anything you wear. Even a potato sack with black lipstick, haha, all the best to you. Edit. Typo. Girl. No. This man had the audacity to ask you to dress up and then basically tell you that you are doing it wrong. That is bad enough. The fact that he also tried to be slick and suggest, under the guise of tears face with rolling eyes, that you also need surgeries, plural, to be attractive is just the icing on this bullshit cake. Also, I don't need a photo of your man to know that he's no one's idea of universally attractive. Ditch him. Find a good therapist and a great pair of jeans. Love yourself because you're attractive as you are. Heart. Do you think he didn't mean to be unkind? He does. He meant to hurt you. Counseling if you want to consider saving this. Quite honestly, to me it sounds like he doesn't like the idea of you making an effort for yourself and sought to knock you down a peg. Here's why I think he's trying to make you feel bad because you actually look good. You talk a lot about modesty. Right away I'm wondering why this is of so much importance and why you sought his opinion quite so much. I think his opinion has always held a weird amount of weight here and he knows it. At first the issue was that you were overdressed. Then suddenly it's that you aren't cute. Then it's that you shouldn't make an effort. Does he find your outfits with less effort cute? No. He drops exceedingly unkind comments. Surgery? That's out of nowhere. While weeping to throw you off the idea that he's being abusive. He's sad. No. He's manipulative. The issue is that he doesn't like seeing you confident. Therapy. I cannot stress this enough. The only reasonable explanation that I can see here is that he is depressed, and this is how it is manifesting. If therapy doesn't help this, I don't know if anything can.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.